بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد حدثنا إسحاق بن منصور حدثنا عبد الرزاق حدثنا معمر عن ثابت عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله تعالى عنه أن رجلا من أهل البادية كان اسمه زاهرا وكان يهدي إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم هدية من البادية فيجهزه النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا أراد أن يخرج. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن زاهرا باديتنا ونحن حاضروه. فكان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يحبه إلى آخر الحديث. Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that one person from the countryside, from jungle, and his name was Zahir, and he used to bring hadiyah, he used to bring things to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a gift from countryside, from the jungle. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to prepare things for him when he will go out towards jungle. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Zahir is our countryside and we are his city. Hadith Sharif continues, and we must have shared this Sahabi's incident many times. Zahir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And when we were searching about these types of incidents, then you find quite a few Sahaba like that. Like I always share about Julaybib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. If you remember, whenever nikah takes place, I always share that Julaybib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he was not a good-looking person. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam approached him and said, "Are you married?" So Julaybib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, "Who will give me his daughter?" So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam then sent him to one family and said that you go and speak to them that I have sent you for the hands of their daughter. And when, according to some seerah narration which I have shared many times, when Julaybib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu went to them, initially father thought that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam asking hands of my daughter for himself. But Julaybib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu clarified it and said, no, he is not asking for himself, he is asking for me. So, he became little, and then he said, okay, let me ask my wife. When he approached the mother, she also initially thought that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam asking hands of my daughter for himself. And when husband made it clear that no, not for Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for Julaybib. So even mother said, according to that seerah narration, that for Julaybib, let my daughter alone, leave my daughter. I won't even give him one hair of my daughter. And at that point, daughter heard conversation of father and mother. And she intervened and she said that if Julaybib marries your daughter, will you be staying with Julaybib or your daughter will be staying with Julaybib? So both of the parents said that, yes, you will be staying with Julaybib, not us. So she said, how clever she was. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us like that to Nabi Sassam in everything. I shared this incident because when we're talking about Zahir now, you go through riwayat, you find quite a few Sahaba. And that is the normal case with us. To some people you give attention very easily. And to some people you don't care at all. And sometimes those who you are not giving any attention, who do not care about them at all, they are most beloved into the sight of Allah, and sometimes they are most beloved into the sight of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let us make dua that, oh Allah, make us such that the way Nabi Sassam used to approach anybody and everybody, how he used to welcome anybody and everybody, how he used to treat everybody and anybody, how he used to have smiling face with everybody and anybody. Wallah, give us that akhlaq. Wallah, give us that akhlaq. Especially sometime, make this dua, that sometime person is very, very dearer and beloved into the sight of Allah. And you, na'uz billah, look down upon him. He wants to make salam to you, you just make salam like that. May Allah protect us. Oh Allah, make us behave towards everyone that you become pleased. But especially those who has very dearness in your sight. And sometimes they appear. Rubba ash'asha aghbarra. Law aqsama ala Allahi la abarra. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there are some people that they will appear to you that, this person appears to me not worthy at all. But if he says to Allah that, oh Allah, this must happen, then that happens. Towards such people, oh Allah, make us such and our progeny such that we never ever look down upon them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. So that daughter said that, will you be staying or will I be staying? So they said, no, you will be staying. So she said, she was very clever. She said, do not look at Julaybib. Look at Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam who had sent him. Parents became happy. And they narrate things as it is. We act and fabricate too much. To disclose my piety, I will be acting and fabricating things. May Allah protect us. قُلْ مَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ أَجْرٍ وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُتَكَلِّفِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, addressing Nabi, that to say that I don't expect any reward from you. وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُتَكَلِّفِينَ. And I am not from the actors and the fabricators. Isn't that the case that we are more actors than the factors? People, what they think about me and what I am, that is my privacy between myself and Allah. That is my internal purity and Allah. Oh Allah, give us the reality of purity. So she said that, look at Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't look at Julaybib. She was, I have shared this many times. She was married to Julaybib, and Julaybib also. That is what. She was like a princess. One of such a girl of Medina Munawwara that many big people were interested in her. And now she comes into your wedlock. But if you are a person of Allah, then no woman can tempt you and no wealth can tempt you. That was the Julaybib. That is why Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had extra attention towards him. Julaybib got married. Not even honeymoon had taken place. Not even privacy had taken place. And call was made for jihad. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had made sure that Julaybib Now it's your time to enjoy. So you don't have to. So he was maybe restricted to participate, but he was committed to Allah. Ya Allah, give us your love like that. That no beauty of this world, no empire of this world can become obstacle between ourselves and you. Allah, give us such love. Just imagine, we sharing just a story of reality, but that was his. He was the symbol of that love of Allah. So he did hide himself, and that's what I was saying. That there are quite a few Sahaba. I think one name is Sa'ad and some other names. When you look through similar types of riwayat, then many riwayats appears. So it may have been that there was quite a few Sahaba, that they were like that. That community, in community they were not known, they were unknown. They were such that who cares for them? But Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to care for them. Allah cared for them. So Julaybi, in a secret manner he went into the battlefield and he fought. And when the battle was over, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he must have had that sort of worry that although Julaybib was going to go for honeymoon, but maybe path of Allah must have tempted him. So that is why Sahaba narrates that after the battle was over, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is going into the battlefield and there are martyrs of Muslims. So Sahaba asked that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam stop and look at them, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam move further. So, and he stopped at another place, look at those who were martyred, and then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam moving forward. So Sahaba asked that, who are you looking for? Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I am looking for my Julaybi. Isn't that, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from that foolishness. That sometime, person is having big reputation into the community, you run behind him. And there are some people, he is very, very unknown into the community. And angels are running behind him. Allah's divine attention is running behind him. Oh Allah, give us such eyes that we find those pearls and those diamonds. They are into our community. They are into every community. May Allah make us such. May Allah make us such. To whom you must pay most attention. Oh Allah, you make us clever there. You make us clever there. Nabi Sassam said that, no, everybody is looking for someone else. Nabi Sassam is looking for Julaybib. And when Nabi Sassam found Julaybib, how? He was sleeping in between the 6 dead mushrikeen. He was sleeping in between the 6 dead mushrikeen. So, the practical, picture suggests everything. It suggests everything. He had struggled successfully, and at the end he had taken the glass of martyrdom, and he went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that beautiful woman did not tempt him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then what happened? Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam instructed for grave, and Nabi sallallahu was carrying him. Nabi sallallahu was carrying him to bury. And when Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, grave is ready, Nabi sallallahu buried him, and Nabi sallallahu said to Allah that, oh Allah, Julaybib is mine and I am Julaybib's. Nabi sallallahu said, I am Julaybib's and Julaybib is mine. That is when many Sahaba thought that, oh Julaybib, you are so fortunate that we would have been dead on your place. Because who will get this honor that Nabi is carrying you, alayhi salatu wasalam? He is burying you. He is talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about you. He is interceding for you. So Zahir, he was one person like that. Sometime, the appearance of somebody maybe will appear to you problematic. but you don't become Allah. Leave, we hate actions, but we don't hate personalities. So sometimes, outer action should not drive you into foolishness. Zahir, when we'll go ahead, Zahir radiyallahu ta'ala, his name was Zahir. And I must have shared about Zahir radiyallahu ta'ala many times. And every time you forget about Zahir's name. One of the Sahabi, Hakim bin Hizam, every time I forget his name. Zahir radiyallahu ta'ala. So he was from the jungle. He was from the small village. He was from the countryside. And he used to come, and into the jungle, you get all fresh vegetable, fresh fruits, everything. So that is what he used to bring as a gift to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And in jungle, you don't get like soap and shampoo and, the things which you get in a city and town. You don't get in a jungle. That is what Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to preserve for him. He used to make it ready for him. So when he will bring hadiyah to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam will give him hadiyah. And وَكَانَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمْ يُحِبُّهُ. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to love him. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to love him. I have taken extra time. Inshallah, we'll continue into this hadith sharif. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. Wa man tabi'ahum ila yawmiddin. Ya awwal al-awwaleen. Ya akhir al-akhirin. Ya rahim al-masakeen. يا ذا القوة المتين يا ذا المن فلا يمن عليك يا ذا الطول يا ذا الجلال والإكرام لا إله إلا أنت زهر اللاجئين وجار المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندام ولا مفتونين اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب من يحبك وحب عمل يقربنا إلى حبك اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك وغضبك وعقابك والنار اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى والمسلمين المغلومين في فلسطين وفي غزة العزة اللهم كن لهم ولا تكن عليهم اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته.